It's so hot in here. But finally I can go back home. Fiona sighed because the weather was so hot at the time. But she also felt relief because she finally went back home after spending 7 boring hours at school. And on the way back home, she went to the store to buy a cup of iced tea. And then when she arrived in her room, she turned on the AC on the lowest temperature and laying on her bed while drinking her tea. But not long after that, she heard footsteps. She tried to ignore it at first because she knew that she was all by herself at the time. But the footsteps was getting closer and closer to the point she could not ignore it anymore. So she decided to get closer to the door. And as she getting closer to the door, she heard the door knocked. So she tried to open the door really, really slowly. And then the mysterious person pushed the door really hard. Hey, I'm sorry for my impudence. Wait, who are you? This mysterious woman really looked like Fiona herself. So she was astonished. They're really similar, including the moles, the dimples, and they also sounded similar. The only difference was just this mysterious woman sounded a little bit more mature. I'll explain everything, but first you need to calm down. How do I calm down when a stranger was trespassing my house and it was just in my bedroom? Alright, first, I know it's hard to believe for you, but I am not a stranger. I am you, but from the future. And second, I'll explain everything, okay? Well, turns out this mysterious woman actually Fiona herself, but from the future. The reason why she wore like the thick hoodie and the scarf in the middle of the heat was because she wanted to prevent her skin from the sunburn, because from her era, the sun was really scary. And the scarf was actually made out of the high technology fabric, so it could help people to breathe in really easy. So it's actually like a mask. So turns out the reason why older Fiona came to visit her younger self is because her dad's company was gonna be the pioneer of the disaster for the future environment. The reason why the air was too bad to breathe in and the weather was gonna be hot as inferno. So after a long explanation, younger Fiona understood and she started to talk to her dad. But you guys can guess what happened next. Yeah, her dad disagreed with her because in order to build eco-friendly company, it's gonna be cost more money. So then Fiona did not give up. She still tried to find a way, and that is using social media. So she started run a small business that is eco-friendly small business on social media, and after a long time later, her business finally popular. So her dad noticed this, and her dad started to think about it one more time to build the eco-friendly company. And finally, he agreed. Started from making the advertisement to encourage people, like started to love the environment, think about the environment, and also the product that they use, they change it to be more eco-friendly product. And they also process the waste that they made so it wouldn't harmful to the environment. And then after a couple months later, there comes competitors, just like the older Fiona said. But in this case, they compete to be who looked the most eco-friendly company to the society. A year later, the air was so fresh and the weather was not as hot as a year before. So older Fiona came to visit her younger self, I can breathe without this thing. Actually, the air is gonna be so much better now. Yeah, right? Does the future change as well? In my place, no, but for your future, of course it's gonna change. So since then, older Fiona decided to take a ride to visit her younger self as her holiday, because that's when she can breathe some fresh air, not like in the place where she was belong. But unfortunately, not long after that, her time machine started to produce the poisonous liquid. It's really dangerous. If the liquid absorbed into the dirt, into the ground, it wouldn't grow any plants. But if it's evaporate to the air, it's gonna be the same as dangerous as thick pollutions. Fiona felt selfish again, so she realized it was her mistake. Well, actually, things like this shouldn't be happened. If people think before do everything, like if people started to think about this cause and effect, things like this wouldn't be happened. And for in this case, older Fiona and her dad was really blinded by money, so they didn't think about the environment. If you think about it, it actually wasn't worth the price. Like, what's the point if you have money, but you can't breathe the air, you can't drink the water, you can't grow the plants, your money will be useless. So please think about the environment. Thank you.